What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bite Size. This week, let's talk about love and hate. Alright, can we all say that we use love-hate pretty loosely? For example, you might say something like, I love Marvel movies, which you should, and we'll be best friends. Or on the flip side, you might say something like, I hate cats, which if you ever say that, we can't be friends. I'm sorry. Basically, though, we live in a love-hate culture. I mean, just about every movie you watch, no matter what genre, has some kind of love story in it. Plus, the fact that Americans spend $20.7 billion every year on Valentine's Day. Let that sink in. $20.7 billion. Yeah. But we can also say that our culture loves to hate on others. I mean, for example, if somebody's on TikTok, we bash on them for being there, especially if they're TikTok famous. Or we bash on celebrities, or we bash on ideas that aren't the same as ours. Basically, even if you don't say it, everybody has an opinion on everything and everyone else. But why is that? Why is it that hating seems to be so natural and almost accepted? Well, today we're going to talk about one of the most popular forms of hate, and that's gossip. Now, you may be thinking, well, that just isn't me. I would never. What's up, bro? Hey, Chad. What are you doing here? Dude, well, I was just, listening in, and I heard that you were talking about gossip, and dude, hold on, let me say, I don't gossip, bro, but, I know someone who does, and let me tell you, all about it. Okay, first, Chad, how did you hear me? Were you waiting outside my door stalking me? Maybe. Okay, that's a whole level of weird. Also, you do realize that you're gossiping about that person. No. I'm not gossiping. What I'm doing, bro, is I'm telling you about that person without them being here, about them without their knowledge. Wait. Dude, I gotta go think about some stuff. Sorry about that. I'm not quite sure how he got in here. We're gonna have to change the locks. But why is it, though, that all of us have such a strong attraction, like Chad, to trash talking or spilling tea, or, as some Christians like to put it, sharing a prayer request? Well, probably because of some reasons like, say, insecurity. I mean, what better way to hide your own insecurities than by attacking somebody else's? Or easy bonding. I mean, what's more fun than bonding with friends over shared gossip? Or a competitive advantage. I mean, what better way to beat somebody than to make up something about them that's horrible? Or it could just plain be the truth and you're just sharing it. And here's the problem, though. Gossip is such a big part of our culture. I mean, there are YouTube channels dedicated to it. There are shows all about it. There are podcasts. It's everywhere. It's such a widely accepted, but also highly looked down upon part of our life. Basically, what I mean is everybody loves to gossip, but nobody wants to be gossiped about. How do we deal with this? Well, we have some really good insight on gossip from the book of Ephesians. See, Paul wrote this book to the church of Ephesus, which was a huge port town. There were tons of stuff, tons of store, big nightlife, so you can easily imagine that there was probably plenty in this town for the Christians to judge, talk about, and pray over. Paul, however, though, wanted them to be different. He wanted them to operate differently than the culture that they lived in. And he tells them, he says, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths. Now, unwholesome, that sounds pretty bad, right? But let's dig deeper into that and look at the Greek word. The Greek word for that literally means rotten. And what better way to talk about gossip than that? Gossip is literally talk that rots. It rots friendships, relationships, and reputations. Now, not only does it rot things, but it could also point to something deeper, a deeper problem in your life. In fact, Jesus told his followers that It's not what goes into your body that defiles you. You are defiled by what comes from your heart. Basically, we are defined or defiled by what comes from within us. And it's not just what you say, it's the motivation behind what you're saying. So, I mean, you can say somebody looks nice, but if your motivation behind it is bad, then it's not a good thing. And what should our motivation be? Well, Paul continued in his letter to Ephesus, and he says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." Now, the real question is, what is it that you want to be known for? What do you want to be all about? Do you want to be known about hate, gossip, spreading rumors, ruining relationships, rotting things? Or do you want to be known about love? And the great news is that you have a choice. You get to decide what kind of narrative your life has and what it's all about. And we should let love be what we're all about. Let love be the thing that guides how you react to people and how you deal with them. So often we choose our reactions by things like, will this make me look funny? Will this make me look cool? Will this make me look smart? Will this help me fit in? Is this the truth about somebody? And we need to stop using those guidelines for our reactions and instead use what Paul said. Will this be helpful? Now, anytime you're about to talk about someone, ask these questions. Will these words be helpful? Will they build others up? Will they make someone's life better? And if the answer to any of these questions are no, then it's probably something that you shouldn't go around talking to others about. The main thing is that all of us get to decide what our life will be about, whether it's love or hate. I want to challenge you to start choosing love and let it be what we're all about. Hey everybody, thanks again for watching another episode of Bite Sized. If you liked this episode, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment of what kind of content you'd like to see more of, and we'll catch you next time on Bite Sized.